Yeah, it's the Corner Podcast, man. We back here again, doing this thing again. Hello, welcome, greetings and salutations. Love to see it. Love the vibe. Love that everybody is here, man. It's Monday night again. We're at JJ Dakota's, 9112 West Camp Bowie West, in the shopping center with the most famous 7-Eleven that you can see. Man, how y'all feeling, yo? Like, how y'all feeling? Like, this is it's a Monday night. We are. It's an APA night, of course. Also a 259 ball night. But then you still got your casual shooters out there. You got some guys out there that's just lining up racks, man, trying to get some work in. And, I got a couple of day night things in there. So this is the Corner Podcast where we talk about all things pool community on this side, the west side of Fort Worth, Texas. Again, like I said, I'm shout out to my host JJ Dakotas for providing me with a corner to do this out of. Man, shout out to Bill and James, the owners. Shout out to Ashley, man. She's a new bartender. Come on out, see her. She is on she is on Mondays and Wednesdays right now. So she's fresh out here, but she ain't no rookie. She still know what she's doing. But man, thank y'all for coming out, man. Or thank y'all for listening. You could come out every Monday. We do this. You come here to JJ Dakota's, man, where it's like Sunday through Tuesdays, man. They have $10 unlimited pool. And Wednesdays through Fridays, it's only unlimited until 6 p.m. And then after that, it is $10 an hour. And on Saturdays, it is $10 an hour. So want to play pools? They got all the tables, man. They got 9-foot tables, they got 8-foot tables, and they also have 7-foot tables. So whatever your pleasure is, whatever your thing is, you can find that here at JJ's. Like I said, man, thank y'all for the responses. Thank you guys for the people that have come on to the podcast. And thank you for the people who are like, yo, appreciate what you're doing. Keep it up. And giving me positive feedback, giving me negative feedback. Again, it's all love, man. It's all love. So again, tonight, man, it's only 2 APA teams here and 259s. My 259 ball team got a friendly holiday weekend off, so appreciate it. I really do. I mean, it wouldn't have bothered me to play or shoot tonight, but having a night off, man, just to be here and just talk and interact with people and just see, and just maybe try to learn a few things in that. Who knows? May get better, may not get better, but we're gonna jump into that a little bit later, man. So man, this past weekend, right here, excuse me, this past weekend right here at JJ's, they had we APA through West Fort Worth APA through a Scotch doubles tournament, man, with a skill cap level of 10. And there were a max spots of 24 teams. They had 24. I believe at the last minute something happened and there was only 23, but it was still full. It was a 23 team modified losers bracket. You went to the 8. It was an 8-ball tournament. Losers bracket, you went to 9. And whatever the skill level your team was, based on what you were ranked as for 8, that's what you were as 8 and what you were as 9. So that was pretty cool. So like, I had a team in it. I don't even want to. If I could put the Jordan meme up right now, him crying, I'd have it there. But me and my partner, man, we had fun though. But just say you were a 4 or 5 or whatever. When you were in 8, whatever you were as a 4 and your partner was as with that. That's what you were in A, and what you were in 9. That's what it was. And so it was a dope tournament, man. Like it was just a good vibe all the way around. I think they opened up at about 11 o'clock, which is not normal for JJ's. They don't open until 12. And so them being able to open it up early and get people in here and get people to practice and make sure everybody was checked in, uh, and the league operator brought snacks. So kudos to him for that, being aware that you're just a little early. We're gonna need some substance. But the tournament was good, man. It was just a good vibe all the way around. Like when we talk about the enjoyment of being in APA and how we play and how we interact with each other, I would think that this was the best representation that I've seen in a very, very long time. I haven't played APA a long time, so don't judge me on that. So if somebody want to challenge me and be like, you know what, gee, you don't know what you're talking about. I do, from my point of view, it's mine. Um, but man, it was like in here, we was deep. You had a lot of people that were, the teams were well matched, and I feel like everybody had relationships with each other. But then not just the teams, but the teams with the other people had relationships, and so it made it just a pleasant time to be in here in this place. It didn't feel too full. It didn't feel unorganized. I think one complaint people might have had was that it took a long, not a long time, but it took longer than you would expect when you could see free tables open. But I do think that had to do with the fact that we were playing on the 8-foot tables and 7-foot tables. And I will say this. They did a really good job of saying, hey, we're gonna do all of the 8-ball matches when we start this round on the same size tables. We're gonna make sure that all of the 9-ball matches are done on the 7-foot tables. And I think that worked out pretty well. So nobody really had a true advantage in 8-ball to where it counted. Like uh, I think that I just think that the tournament was ran very well. It seemed to be very positive. I, I didn't notice anyone. There were no disagreements. I mean, I know there were shots that were watched. Everybody got one timeout. I don't know how many times that you use the timeout, because guess what? You could talk to your team in between shots. I mean, your teammate in between shots. So it was a good experience. It was a good learning experience for me, for someone who is very new to the game. I am looking forward to the next Scotch doubles tournament. Like, I never thought that I would even play in a Scotch doubles tournament. I'm trying to get this camera over here to focus on something else. And and then, you know, it is what it is. But we had fun. Shout out to uh Peter and Katie, man. They won. Like, I know a lot of like, I haven't seen the official the whole, but I know who won. I know some people who have placed in it, but it was a good tournament, man. Like, first place got the bulk of the prize, and they paid out up until the 8th place. I mean, that's dope. Like, to me, I would have only paid out to the top 4, but I get it. Like, if I paid, it was a $40 buy-in, $20 a person, basically, however you did it. But had I got $50 back and I just got mine back, plus you got 5 and I got 5, I got 5 on it. I ain't tripping on that. But it was truly a good time, man. It was enjoyable to be here. They also, man, they had the challenge matches so that you could play the league operators. And Robert was like, "Yo, I'm gonna play the 5s and above," and he let his wife play the 5, well, some 5s and below. And I don't know. I need to get with them and get on their stats. And so before I even go there, I need to. I got apologies. Y'all know I'm new at this podcasting thing, man. Like all this stuff is very new to me, and so I had a interesting conversation with Robert, and I somehow missed it. And so I need to get back with him and get him back on here so that he can share some more of how he's pushing APA West Fort Worth APA forward and some of the things that he has in plan. Like I'm going to talk about some of them because I kept notes, but I think that it's important that you hear from him and him alone on that because he was very good. And so I didn't get that, but who knows, man? It's a Monday night, it's league night. I don't know if they're playing tonight. They should show up. Maybe they'll show up. If they do, then I will get him. I will get him. I'll get him on here, and then we can recreate that vibe. But for right now, man, thank y'all for coming to the corner, and we're just have fun, man. This is what we do. Again, this isn't a podcast about how to play pool, what shots to do, how to bang, what's the diamond strategy, what English to use, and because guess what, I don't know. I mean, I know people who do know and who could explain it, but how boring is that? But I just like to describe and show what it looks like, man, to be in this space because we have some fun, man. We have some really crazy conversations. We have some crazy mixtures of friends. It's people in here that I am cool with that I thought I would never ever in my life be cool with. But again, that's all about community, man. That's all about us just saying, look, we love this game. We love this sport. We love what we do. It's an interest. It's something that we all share and that we can come together as. And I think that's most important. And again, I'm telling you, this is not about me. This is not about me trying to get famous or anything like that because I'm not. Uh, was a hobby. This was me being blessed to have resources beyond what I thought I had. So now I have all this equipment, and so I have to do something with it. But anyway, if you want to suggest topics, please email me at askdacorner, AskDacorner at gmail.com. Please send me an email. I will reach out to you personally, or if I know you through Facebook or through Instagram, hit me up, man. Let's sit down and talk about it. I got a big episode coming, and it's all about the ladies of pool that I know, because I've been trying to figure out, like, I just don't want to have women up here talking about we play pool and blah blah blah. I need some specifics, and so I've been reaching out to a couple of the ones that I know especially terrorize me on the table. Like they get it in, and so we're gonna that episode is gonna be dropping soon. And so my hope is to have not even me hosting it. Like I want them we're gonna call it the lady takeover, man. I want them to take over the pod, take over the corner. They take over the corner and they just have at it, and we go from there. But anyway, back to this weekend, man. It was so nice. It was such a it was just a fun time, man. Uh, you just had a mixture of so many people, so many players there, and this and that, man. And then I got my boy Corey Patton just stopped by. I'm gonna have him on the podcast because he got a story.
Later, we're gonna double up tonight.
That's pause. We're gonna double up.
Yeah, get a third table going.
Oh, okay, all right. I didn't know what he's talking about. Anyway,
yeah.
But yo, I got my boy Corey to stop by. Man, it's just so many interesting stories. And if you don't know me, if you do know me, my passion growing up and even in college and everything was journalism. So I always look for the story within the story. And being in this pool community has brought out a lot of stories. I've seen people that have battled illnesses, man, battled cancer, and I've seen them shoot. It's been people that have. I had a teammate that was in a wheelchair before. I didn't know that was a thing, yo. Like it's so many things that happen in this game and on this side of town, specifically. I just want to highlight it. So it's not my story. These are your stories. So know that when I'm talking about this isn't me sitting around being like, well, what do I feel? This is what I listen to. And I don't want y'all to get all mad and be like, you know what? I'm never going to talk to Gary again because it may end up on a podcast. Yo, it don't always have to end up on a podcast. But I would enjoy just sharing these things, man. Like life is short. And then we enjoy these things. For a lot of people, pool is an escape. I've heard so many times where people are like, you know what? I get on the table and whatever's going on in my life, I forget it. And I just think that's awesome, man. And so that's kind of what the corner's all about. Uh, and so shout out to that. Anyway, so I gotta find Robert and ask how the challenge matches went. From my take, from what I was seeing, he didn't lose a whole lot. I didn't see him lose when I played him, and at the time I was a three at that year, and I didn't lose. Well, I did lose. I was mad about it. However, he's a good shot. So if you want to challenge the league operator, challenge at your own risk. I mean, take a shot at it. The thing that's cool about it is that he'll even do it, man. They had a whole table just set up for that. In the middle of all of the things that were going on Saturday, they took the time out to set up a match for challenge matches. And I know that's probably not out of the normal for most uh, leagues or APA leagues or whatever, but for us, it's kind of we aren't accustomed to it. I had the pleasure of going to Houston to play in a Mid South tournament or whatever last year, and it was awesome. And we got a chance to challenge matches. I'm still mad because my one of my teammates moved up in the middle of the tournament after the league operator down there saw, but as is what it is, and it was a fun. It was just a great time and a sweet time. But yeah, so man, so upcoming though, I will say this though, what what is on if you were playing APA specifically on the app, you got some upcoming events coming. You got the singles boards tournament coming this weekend at Open Table out in Azle, Texas. That's another one of the bars, pool halls that are in our league. It's a $20 entry fee if you have 6 players per board. And man, I urge y'all to go out there and get qualified. What's cool about this though is that they're gonna do a singles board tournament the second Saturday of every month, before it closes. So, not to discourage you from going this week, if your schedule just doesn't align, you can still go out there and play. And when I tell you, Open Table, guys, no pun intended, Open Table has some of the best tables. They got diamond 7 foots, which is what apparently you play in Vegas. Again, never been, but I've played at Open Table, and I would tell you this: nice. They got food. Uh, Now, if you are not a smoker, I would just tell you to prepare yourself because that is a place that you can still smoke inside of. Hey, but if you are a smoker, then you go out there and you smoke. That's fine. But So they're going to be running singles boards there. So as many people as possible to try to get up there, man, so that you can have it multiple where you don't have to have like a bunch of mixing. Like if you know a bunch of threes and twos and fours, man, get your people together and y'all go out there and play singles boards. Because if you don't, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna end up in a singles board with some sixes and sevens, and on those tables, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a long day. I wish you well. I wish you good. I wish you health. I wish you well. But so that's happening this weekend coming up. I believe that is the 12th. Yes, July 12th. So that's happening. And so also on August the 23rd, there is a co-captain tournament at Rusty's. $1,500 max prize, meaning they're gonna bust that down. I'm sure, like they did the Scotch doubles, to where first place is gonna get the bulk of it, and then they'll break it down. But this is a 3-person team, man. Like the skill level cap is at 15, so there's some leeway there. So I know 2 sevens that probably know a 2 that they probably faked and made a captain, but I ain't gonna say nothing. But no, seriously, man, and that's gonna be held right down the street from here at Rusty's Billiards, which is right down Cambui, man. If you play over here, you already know it. Go, I mean, Rusty's same thing. Diamond tables, uh, great place to play. There's some things I could say I'm not, because just go. I want y'all to go and play, man. That's my whole thing, man. Is just go and play. Uh, and you can, I don't know if you're a captain or co-captain. I never heard co-captain. I just only heard captain. I didn't know there was such thing as co-captain. But apparently there is. So, if you are a captain or a co-captain, find more captains and co-captains, and then go out and get a team together, man. 3, I don't know. That's why I wish Robert was here now. But I don't know if you can have. I know 3 people play, but I don't know who can make up the roster. I don't know if it's 4 or 3. But the buy-in for that, I believe, is $90. So I mean, it still break down pretty easy. But for $1,500, that ain't much, man. If you got to pay whatever, 35 $30 a piece, whatever, if it's for 3 people, it's basically what it is. We pay that for some of y'all, and me especially, that play APA multiple days and multiple multiple times and multiple tournaments. You playing that anyway. So you playing that in a week. So it might be worth it. It may be worth it to go out and try. And I mean, I just know he has a lot of things coming up. And also, what people have been wondering is, with this whole split from just APA, with this whole split from APA, everybody's wondering. So where is Tri Cups going to be? There was a lot of speculation of, well, it's going to be in Denton, because that's where his father's league is, and he was supposed to be under an umbrella of somebody else. Apparently, that's not also true. So, in September, 8-ball and 9-ball Tri Cups are going to be held at Fats Billiards, and that's in Saginaw, man. Off Saginaw, Maine. They had some tournaments there recently, and so hey, it's a good place, man. Fats, it's a lot of room there. They have a cafe next door, also a taco truck that was outside. Just a lot of space, man. And so looking forward, but I'm hopefully I make it to that. But you never know. If I don't make it, I'll still probably be out there with the corner. We'll still be out there with the pod. We'll be out there podding. I'm gonna keep podding with it, and try down, because when you get to that level right there, and y'all know me, I can get messy with it, and so I don't mind highlighting the mess. Like I told somebody earlier, I was like, I ain't messy, I ain't judgmental. I'm very descriptive. I will tell you exactly what I've seen. I take notes when it's happening. I take notes when it's in process. It is what it is. So that's gonna happen in September, and so we're looking forward to that. Man, I'm just telling you, it is a great night here on this Monday night here at JJ Dakota's. Action is getting live. Got the you got your APA teams that are getting really into it. They're probably in their second or third matches. But then you also have your 2-foul-9 balls that get kicked off at about 7:30, and so they are in kind of getting that kicked off. And so it's just a good time to if you enjoy pool. I mean, not necessarily a team. If you just like to come and watch and maybe get some pointers and see what people are doing, see what they're not supposed to be doing. I don't know. Uh, you can do that, but it has been awesome. And so I was talking about earlier. I was talking about the Scotch doubles tournament and the skill and the cap level thing, and that made something come to my mind. Well, it didn't come to my mind 'cause it's all scripted. I want to talk about skill levels. So again, I'm in that spot where I've been a three, of course, when I talk, but I've moved up to a 4-4. But then if I lose a game 1 week, I move down to a 3-8, and I'm a 4-9, and then I got to hear all of the, well, why are you still a three? And this, then I'm like, I don't know. I didn't make it. If I had a choice, I would make myself a two. No, I wouldn't do that. But I mean, if you play APA, or if you are in any kind of BCA with the Fargo level, you want to be lower sometimes so that you can play. You can still get the handicap that is beneficial for you. But again, who knows what's going to happen? But what I've been hearing a lot lately, and even as I've been new to this and been playing, it's still been getting on my nerves. Why why is it that when people lose to a lower skill level and they're like, well, this person is a three and they clearly should not be a three? Maybe they just had a good night. Maybe you had a bad night. I get it that people bring people into the league. Now that I know that people bring people who are not brand new to holding a pool cue. Again, if I was to ever tell my pool story all the way, I did not hold a pool cue before 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. And, I just had to learn. Like, I've had people, I just shot a lot. But I think that the same can be true for some people. Now, I do realize that there are some people that they recruit and they've been playing on bar boxes and they've been playing in, in different BCA tournaments and they just their experience they just hadn't played APA. Maybe they never heard of it. It's just like I never heard of 2-foul-9. This is like I never heard of some of these BCA leagues that are playing. That's the Moscone league that Jim Dixon, and I still need to get you out here. But you grow. But my thing is this: it is too much drama around once a person loses to somebody below that, because I've never heard somebody lose to like a five and they've been a four and they're like, well, probably if I was a five, I should, I would have got an extra game or I would have got this many more balls. Like sometimes you got to take accountability for your own self. Sometimes it wasn't your night. Sometimes it was just their night and it wasn't yours. And regardless if they were a two, regardless of whether there was a three and you are a 4 or 5 or whatever, there have been times where I have beaten sevens. Well, I haven't beaten a seven in APA. So I would have a patch. And when I do beat a seven in APA, if that ever is allowed for me to do that in the league night, I need that seven to sign my patch. Yo, we ain't gonna, don't run from that. Like I need you to be just as as live as you are at all times. But what I would say is this, man. Let these people make it. You can't hide, Danny. You can't hide. Let these people make it. They're not always, they're not out to get you. They're not purposely sitting there trying to conspire to do that. Now I know there are times where I've been on teams where they're like, please, when I've been a forward and it was like, oh, it messed up our numbers. I get that. It does mess up your numbers. But don't you want, isn't that the point, is for people to get better? Because now it comes into play is it that you want to keep the team together or is it that it's your own? And I'm going to get personal. I'm talking to you 6'7s, you team captains that want to play both. You want to play 8 and 9. And you want to make sure that the numbers match up so that you can play both. You don't care about the lower skill levels improving or getting better. Because there's some of y'all out there. And guess what? One day, I'm going to call you out on it. But that does happen. I've seen it happen. I hadn't personally been a part of it. But what I will say is this: I know that it exists. Like I know people right now that are 2 3s because again, the system allows it. If they have, I guess, if you the more innings you have, the timeouts you take, like we all see those things, those ploys. But just like in any sport, if you don't let it get down to that one or two balls or that one or two shots, pause. Um, it doesn't matter. And so that takes away from the fun for me when I gotta listen to people. Well, I don't have to, but you can hear people fighting about or discussing. Well, that's a three. He a 3-3, but he ain't really no three. And it's like it's gonna work out. Like seriously, if I move up week to week now, I move up, move down, and it's all based on me. Like if I win, I don't know what I'll be, but I've gotten out of that, and it was something that I would catch that other people were doing or saying. And so when I would lose to somebody, I'm like, well, he really wasn't known. He was what the paper said he was, and that's it. And that's point blank. Like on any given time, you can beat somebody. I've beaten people that I probably wasn't supposed to, and you just got to be able to take advantage of that. That, like my good friend Randy will always tell me, hey, that window's open. It'll close fast. And when it closed, man, that's it. Like if you can't run out and you can't make the 2 or 3 balls that you need to make to go ahead and close that game out, that is not that person's fault. That is not that handicap's fault. That's on you. Get in the lab, do better, come out and shoot more. And I don't know. That has been weighing on me lately, and I need to get off my soapbox about it. But it causes so much drama. Sometimes I hear that all the time where people, oh, he or she wasn't what it was. Get off. Like, what did you do? Like, did you run out? Like, if you didn't run out and you messed up, that's on you, man. Don't blame them. And so, that really had been on my mind. It's been on my mind for a while, but I just been kind of watching it playing out because we know that, like, especially now that we're getting newer teams coming over to the area, or when you go somewhere and you can see, like that. That's one thing to me, man. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Is that you can go on the APA app or whatever and look at somebody's win percentages and see how many matches they play. That's the crazy part. And sometimes you can see somebody that has played over 150 matches and then they lose to somebody who's only played 18. Well, guess what? They played 18 APA matches. You don't know where those other matches came from. They could have been playing in Billy Shoe, Texas. I don't know, at some dive bar where they were just running a bar and then they moved out here for a job. And here they go, and somebody just discovered them. It happens all the time. Like I said, sometimes I think we forget to have fun in this thing. And then I heard the realest thing, anecdote or story that was shared with me from somebody who was, they were calling a match or putting up someone, and they were telling the person that was playing, it was like, hey, you're going up, but you're gonna have to go up against a two. And she was like, no, I'm not going up against a two. I'm going up against the table. Mic drop. Mic drop. We play the table each and every time we step up. Now, do have to suffer through those unlucky rolls or those, you know, those junk shots and those trash shots. Yeah, especially in APA. But I've seen them in BCA tournaments. I've seen them all over. Like, people get lucky. And guess what? I always tell people when they get lucky, man, go buy a lottery ticket right now. I'll go in half with you because guess what? Universe is on your side at that time. So, man, again, I always say, be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Play the table. Man, when I say it has been a awesome night, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the moon is. What the what the is it a crescent moon, whatever, a quarter moon or whatever they are, bro. It's been nice playing league tonight. Both leagues like 259. They've been vibing tonight. It's been real exciting going to be back there. Uh, APA has been real, being live tonight. And so we just enjoying ourselves, man. Like, I don't know how y'all feel. Like, I'm just over here playing with, in between this, I just been playing with some friends trying to get better. Uh, don't know how that's going to work. Uh, don't know if that's going to stick, but it has been what it is. And so we've had a good time, and I just want to thank everybody that's been a part of this one. You know, I got a lot of people that are like, "Yo, get me on the pod, get me on the pod." I'm like, "What do you want to talk about?" I don't want to be on here just gibbering because if anybody's just gonna gibber, it's gonna be me. And and if y'all know me, y'all know that I can just gibber with the best of them. But I will say this, man. Congratulations to the winner of the Scotch Doubles tournament. I'm sending good vibes to the people that are going to be playing in the two foul turn, not two foul, excuse me, into the singles boards this weekend. I'm also, wishing well on people who are playing out of Starlight in their tournament, who are playing out of Maxine's. Hey, get at me, man. I want to know more about that. Like, we need to talk about more about that, more about the players. I know that there are some live players that are there that are just that murk, man. Like they murk. Like, I know about the Walters and well, I just know Walter. But yeah, man, if you are, like I say, the Corner Podcast, this is just all about the west side of Fort Worth, playing pool, hanging out with people, getting to know these people. Sometimes we get into the drama of the people, man. I ain't trying to make this like Bravo TV and this ain't 90 Day Fiance like I be watching. But it is all about fun. It is just, the game, man. How do you get better? Like, we want to talk about how do you practice? Like, what is your routine like? What is your pre-shot routine? Funny thing that happened to me, man, and uh I need to be like more serious about this thing. I went to see Jeremy Jones, pool professional, pool commentator. He is a pro. He was at Fort Worth Billiards. Shout out to Fort Worth Billiards, Daisy, Albert, all those people over there. Charlie, Charlie's one of the best salesmen I know, man. That dude, every time I go over there and want to have a set amount I'm gonna spend, he makes me spend more. But anyway, shout out to those guys. However, man, I went and saw Jeremy. He explained things that I had been doing things that people have been saying, talking about English and to tip pause, we're in the post Diddy era. Sorry. But talking about how the tip actually works, talking about all these things, and he was talking about stroke and just it was very, very informative. So what I would say is I left there, I watched that, listened to him, and I was like, man, I'm so motivated. And my dumb self go by I was like, I've had a glove before. Maybe I need another one. I don't know. He was wearing one. I forget that I am left. I'm a left-handed. I'm a lefty. And they say, what they say about lefties? We're geniuses. So all you left-handed pool players out there, hey, don't feel bad about asking for your spot when you lag. Especially guys, tell them it's either nuts to butt. What you want, nuts or butt. But anyway, man, I ended up buying a glove, and for some reason, I was like, well, I'm gonna buy a glove for the left hand because I am left-handed, and that is not the glove that I needed. It took a friend to tell me that, hey, you realize that glove is on the wrong hand after I played about 2 racks. And I was like, you know what? It was kind of fresh. So I just kept it. So anyway, hey, live life, live life, enjoy life, laugh, find somebody, love somebody, or love a couple of people, and play pool. It's all good, man. Like, this is what we do. We love it. We're on the west side. This is the Corner Podcast, and we just want you to have fun, man. And until next time, which will probably be next Monday, I'll try to drop these on Thursday. Drop them on Spotify and also on YouTube. So, man, come check me out, man. It's the Corner Podcast dash 1914 on YouTube. The Corner Podcast on Spotify. You can find me, or if you follow me on social media, which I encourage you to do, as Gary C on Facebook and the Corner Podcast on Instagram. It's that simple. But man, I love you guys. I love this game. I love this area, man. And I'm gonna keep on rocking for it till the wheels fall off. Nah, I mean, that's what we gonna do. So love it. Enjoy. Yep. Yep. Do it.